Aloha mai kako. Welcome, everyone. Today on the Moana Nui Podcast, we are proud to celebrate July 31st as La Ho'i Ho'i Ea, Sovereignty Restoration Day, a national celebration in the Kingdom of Hawaii. Hawaii has long been a strategic point on the global map. Some may know about the illegal occupation by the U.S. in the late 1800s, but even fewer are aware of the first illegal occupation in 1843 by the British. Contending maritime powers in the 19th century, principally England, France, and the US, recognized the strategic importance, and by the 1840s, Rear Admiral Richard Thomas, commander of the British squadron in the Pacific, sent Lord George Paulet to Honolulu to protect British interests. On February 10th, 1843, George Paulet, the captain of the British frigate Carrisford, landed in Honolulu Harbor. He had heard complaints from the British consul and rumors of land disputes. Without any authorization, Paulet declared the islands as British territory. Paulet then threatened King Kamehameha III, also known as Kauikeaoli, burned all Hawaiian flags, then placed himself and a military group in charge and restricted trade in the port. Such desecration and disrespect. While Kamehameha III and his ministers objected, they formally ceded sovereignty to avoid violence. I think we've heard that one before. Now, this occupation lasted 5 months. So here's the question: who is George Paulet? Mr. Paulet was an officer of the Royal Navy. He served in the Portuguese Liberal War, the Spanish First Carlist War, and protected British interests and property. As we now know, he served in the Pacific Station, where he took quote unquote unofficial action to occupy Hawaii. But even after that, he went on to serve during the Crimean War and received a number of awards and was promoted through the ranks at the rank of full admiral. Makes you wonder what discipline looks like in Britain, right? How does an officer of their military take this kind of action and still be rewarded with future assignments and an actual award? In any case, Great Britain had already recognized independence, and France had promised to do likewise. Protests mounted in the islands, but this provisional cession to Paulet was also received with consternation in foreign capitals. Eventually, Admiral Thomas himself arrived in Honolulu on the frigate Dublin on July 26, 1843. He went to Hawaii to assure Kamehameha III of the English government's good faith. Great Britain declared Paulet's actions to be unauthorized, and on July 31st, the Hawaiian flag was raised once again. On the afternoon of July 31st, 1843, Kamehameha participated in a service of thanksgiving at Kawaiʻi Church, where he shared the phrase "Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono," translated as "the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness," which eventually became Hawaii's state motto. In 2022, the Hawaii state legislature designated La Ho'i Ho'i Ea as an official state holiday to be observed on July 31st. Kamehameha III first established the Sovereignty Restoration Day in 1843 after that illegal occupation. Today, Native Hawaiians continue to advocate for autonomy against what is seen as an ongoing occupation by the United States. Kumu Hinale Wongkalu, a leader and advocate for Kanaka Maoli language and cultural preservation, put it best: "The reason we continue to educate and empower our people is because we want a healthy and thriving, not only Hawaii community, but everyone else who lives in Hawaii as well." I would also say that it's important to educate anyone, regardless of where they live, so that they can really understand, appreciate, respect, and advocate for the continued support of Hawaii to reclaim its sovereignty. So there you have it. July 31st is Sovereignty Restoration Day for Hawaii. to celebrate the reclamation of our kingdom from the British government. As our king once proclaimed, and was made even more infamous by Brother Israel Kamakaviva Ole, ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. To learn more about Kanaka Maoli and Hawaii history, tune in to the Moana Nui Podcast Kuleana series, which you'll find on your favorite platform with sponsorship from Papa Ola Lokahi. Mahalo.